2019, the first 40 ibises were released into the wild. The ibis also has a very personal meaning for the young scientist.
As I work with ibises, I see them all the time. When I look at them, I think they are, it's hard to say, noble. And it warms my heart to think that I'm raising them myself. But when I see them, it also makes me a little sad sometimes, because some of them don't survive. Raising the little ones, training them, and then when they die, it makes your heart ache.
Today, the ibises are breeding again. The efforts to protect the species at the park have paid off. You can't escape the magical aura of Chirisan National Park. The light in the morning hours is like something out of a dream. October is one of the most colourful months of the year. And then comes winter, sometimes with snow. Before then, farmers have to prepare their fields for the winter. At the Demonsa Temple, the change of seasons is only of interest for one reason: what can be grown and harvested when. The 23 nuns live a vegan lifestyle. Everything they eat is grown on the grounds. Today, Maria has been assigned to harvest lettuce. The area is not large, but the women don't eat much. Most of them only eat 2 meals a day anyway. Harvesting is not work for the nuns.
Taking care of the vegetables here or doing other agriculture activities is the same as meditation, like doing spiritual practice. This is how we detach ourselves from the worldly things and go beyond ourselves.
In Buddhism, one sets one's own goals of faith. Each nun can leave and return to the temple at her own discretion. The same rules apply to everyone. Each have their daily work, even the leading nun. Muyu is with her today at the mushroom harvest. Everything always seems peaceful, but is there ever trouble in the community?
The other day I was helping with the cooking when a nun didn't come to work. It was raining that day, so she got sentimental and went for a walk. In other words, she didn't do her duty. When a nun was called, she admitted her mistake and regretted that. She promised that this would not happen again. We left it at that.
The nuns respect each other, but they're not friends. No feeling should distract from faith. Common moments arise again and again through the regular daily routine. However, retreat for meditation and reflection is essential.
우리가
스님들이 추가해서
When you enter the temple and dedicate yourself to spiritual practice and meditation,
이렇게 때라 그
exercises to complete
기분이
them successfully, all by yourself. The small, secluded house.
말도 안 하고
If you have no contact with other people and don't speak a single word, you can feel lonely and alone, even if you have chosen asceticism as a nun.
어른 스님들부터 아주 젊은 스님들까지 이렇게 있으면
When we all sit together, as we are doing now, the young and old nuns, then you can recognize the good and bad sides of yourself that you don't see when you are alone.
하지만 함께
When we work and eat together and share this and that, we feel very comfortable and secure.
나누게 굉장히
That's why Buddha recommended life in community so much.
공동 생활을 굉장히 권장하셨어요.
At 11:20 a.m., the kitchen team comes from the surrounding villages. Wheel completes her tasks for the day, then they eat what they've just harvested. All 23 nuns come together at mealtimes. There's a sense of community, even without many words. Food time is limited. Every now and then, the nuns meet for a walk together. Maria has found her home in Buddhism, doubts included.
공부에 진척은 안 되고 If I don't make any progress with my spiritual training, I start to brood. Then I go to an old and experienced nun for advice. Then we talk and I ask her, how do you work on your spiritual practice? I do it this way and that way. That's how we exchange ideas. 그런 거 많죠.
The nuns live contentedly in the greatest simplicity and are deeply committed to their faith, always in harmony with nature, far away from the booming cities. And this is exactly what South Korea is. A country where everything is possible, where nature and culture, peace and movement belong together, and where everyone can choose their own pace.
The Altai Mountains, deep in the west of the Mongolian province of Bayamuri. This is where Mongolia, China, and Russia meet. Kazakh nomads have been roaming the steppes and mountains for centuries. Preservers of an almost forgotten custom, hunting with golden eagles.
We are continuing the tradition of our ancestors. They used to hunt with bows and arrows and then with eagles. That's how they got their prey.
This custom has always been passed down from father to son. It's considered the proud heritage of the family.
저희가 문화재
One reason why I'm against girls hunting eagles is that this has been a man's job for centuries. Women should take care of the household and do manual work. But in a rapidly changing world where survival no longer depends on hunting, more and more girls are entering the centuries-old tradition that was previously the domain of men. Girls like 15-year-old Ibra.
I confessed to my father that I dreamed of hunting with eagles. He was against it at first, but it's not carved in stone that it's only reserved for men. Yes, I'm in love with these golden eagles.
Ibota's dream seems to be coming true. In 2 weeks' time, she will be taking part in an eagle hunting competition for the first time. A 15-year-old who wants to prove against male competitors that women can also hunt with eagles. That's why father and daughter train daily with the golden eagle that was raised in the family.
It has always been my dream to carry on the tradition of eagle hunting. For as long as I can remember, I have been involved with eagles and wished I could hunt with them. And I've always wondered why girls aren't allowed to do what boys do.
Hello, Boss G. Good evening. It Grace Sky Official.
Eagle hunting has been a Kazakh tradition of our ancestors since time immemorial. I have a duty to pass on my knowledge to the next generation. Ibota has been interested in eagles since she was 7 years old. When I was looking after the cattle, she took care of our 2 eagles, fed them, made sure they got sun and brought them home in the evening. That's how it started with her. She has since learned how to ride with an eagle in her arms, but she's not finished yet. Do you want to be an eagle hunter too?
No.
But you like eagles, don't you? When you're old enough, I'll teach you, okay?
Really?
Come and sit with me. On my left side, please. Hold the eagle here by the claw. Good. Now raise your arm. You have to hold the rope here. Hold it very tightly. Now take off the hood and stroke it. Remember to hold on to the rope. Yes, my darling, if you treat her well, stroke her gently, she will grow fond of you and listen to you. If you treat her badly, she will attack you. Treat her as if she were part of the family.
Ibota's father took his eagles out of the nest as chicks and raised them. Years of training often lead to an intimate relationship between bird and human.
Are you ready to let it fly? Take off the hood and let it fly. Be careful that she doesn't accidentally grab your arm. That's why you have to grab the rope between your thumb and fingers as quickly as possible. I will then come as quickly as I can to separate the eagle from the food. She has a passion for eagle hunting, so I teach her everything I know. Of all my daughters, she has the closest bond with our eagles.
The tradition of eagle hunting was almost lost. From 1924 to 1989, it was banned in communist-ruled Mongolia. It was only able to survive because some nomads defied the ban and continued to hunt with their eagles in secret.
My daughter is still training with my eagle. She would love to have her own, but she's still at school and I can't look after two birds. She should keep practicing until she is fit enough to hunt. Only then will she have her own young. When I'm not there, she can accompany other hunters with my eagle. That's the right way to hold the meat. Hold it tight and don't let them eat too much until I get to you.
Iwata and the Golden Eagle are not yet a well-rehearsed team. There is still a lot to do, 2 weeks before the festival.
I couldn't hold her tight enough as she hacked at the meat. Instead of landing on my arm, she landed on the floor.
We will train every day until the festival. We are practicing her landing on our arm with the fox drag so that she learns to hunt when we take the hood off, and we will go hunting in the mountains. They both still have a lot of training and learning to do. They are not ready yet. I know hunters who still can't hunt after 10 years. The more we train, the better my daughter will become.
Is the highest province in Mongolia. In contrast to the Buddhist majority, the people in this barren mountain region practice Islam and speak Kazakh instead of Mongolian. Eagle hunting is a sign of Kazakh identity.
इस जंगल को देखो।
ये रानी अभी आ जाओ। मुझे वीक लग रही है। आप मुझे खेते में देखा नहीं है।
Hello, Boss Bell. Good evening.
You can't have a friendship in this game.
Reality Rallies of the Jungle. Thursdays on Discovery Asia.
This is what it's about. Location, location, location.
It started with one flip and now our business has exploded.
Welcome to Hawaii,
Look at the view.
it's gorgeous, where every renovation
Don't touch it. It's mushy.
brings paradise home.
You like it?
We took a very dangerous property and transformed it into a beautiful oasis.
Renovation Aloha, Thursdays on HGTV. They're back
Welcome to the kitchen!
and whipping up recipes
Oh, you like my burger?
faster than you can say. Come taste the goodness
Wow, it's delightful and delicious.
Because healthy doesn't have to be boring.
as they turn up the flavor.
Like it's so. cheesy.
And the heat.
Look at that. So good.
The Kitchen, tonight on Food Network.
Come on in. Mini Rooney is smaller spaces, smaller budgets, that didn't require months of work. We're gonna just make it here. We bought this simple trim and applied that molding. I mean, it looks real. It doesn't have to be a dramatic renovation. It can be simple little details. I love this space. The hope is that we can inspire you to tackle your own mini Rooney. Wow.
Many, many. Mondays on HGTV.
The day of the nomadic Koshegan family begins at sunrise and is determined by the rhythm of the animals. Like all nomads, they are self-sufficient. Milk and meat come from the yaks, cows and horses that graze behind the yurts.
In ancient times, there were many tribal wars, so it was important for us nomads to have sons. Now, sons and daughters are equal. I have 5 daughters, and I prefer them to all the boys in the area. They can ride horses, herd sheep, and milk yaks. My son is still too small for that, so my daughters take on male tasks.
Kazakh nomads are descendants of the Siberians, the people of hunters and horsemen who colonized the steppes of Central Asia in the 9th century BC. Not everyone happy that girls like Agota are discovering the old customs for themselves. There is resistance within her own family.
I visit my uncle. He is one of those who are against training on boats and faithful hunting. You know that my son is still too young to hunt with eagles, so I'm teaching my Ibota.
No, that's not an excuse. Why don't you wait until your son is old enough, or train another boy, not a girl? It's wrong to train girls as equal hunters. As far as I know, our ancestors didn't know equal hunters either. Girls and women have other tasks to do. They should learn to knit and sew and how to do housework and things like that. It was the same with our ancestors. Stop teaching girls to hunt eagles.
I treat all my children equally.
Ma'am Jean, good
I
evening.
want her to take part in the competition and gain new experiences.
If Agota actually manages to kill a fox in the mountains, I might change my mind. But I doubt she'll make it. Girls can't do that.
One day they will change their minds. When a girl named Koshegan Agota wins competitions and achieves fame and honour as a world-renowned eagle hunter, then I will visit my relatives and critics and asked them why they didn't believe in me and thought girls can't be good eagle hunters if they work hard for it. I will show them all what I can do.
Her female eagle is still out of shape and too fat. There is plenty of food in the summer month. During this time, the eagles are fed to spare them. Now, at the start of the hunting season, my daughter has to reawaken her bird's hunting instinct.
When we start training to get the eagle fit, we only feed as much meat as necessary. In the first week, every 3 days, then every 4, then every 5 days, so that it loses excess weight and is ready to hunt. Otherwise, she gets fat and loses her hunting instinct.
Time is pressing. There are only 7 days left until the competition.
Yesterday we practiced letting the eagle land on my arm when called. Today I'm showing my daughter how to lure it from a horse over a long distance. To do this, we are now riding into the mountains. I hope that I will be a good teacher for her there.
Hunting golden eagles requires courage and skill. The hunters have to guide their horse with one hand and overcome impassable steps and mountain slopes with a bird weighing up to 8 kilos on their foreground.
Watch exactly how I do it. While you are riding, put your arm on this support next to the saddle. When you mount, put the bird on the support, hold on tight and pull yourself up with one hand on the saddle.
And it does, it looks more brown to me outside. But here's the more black one, which I think confirms my answer, which is gold black. It's both the most timeless and original. The other one feels a little bit like fake bronze. So black it is. I do not have decision paralysis after all.
Once upon a time, a young couple inherited their grandfather's castle in France.
Renovating the chateau is keeping my grandfather's legacy alive, but it is falling apart.
The bottom floor is the beauty. May I present to you this secret passage plan? The 3 floors above are the beast.
Oh my gosh.
Will their fairy tale have a happy ending? Castle Impossible. Wednesdays on HGTV.
Hi, Alton Brown here.
Goodies is back.
Impossible.
We're the only man who can synthesize science. Kitchen gadgets and the history of food. Goodies, the return. Fridays on Food Network.
Hello, Sis Lisa. Good evening. Kabogs TV. Good evening. Good afternoon dyan sa'yo.
So today I'm meeting with the design team. We've got a few things that we need to button up. Do you want to go downstairs and check out the carpet? Okay, let's do that. There's so many decisions on the castle with every room, every detail, that every now and then I'll walk in a room and just forget completely what that room was. For me, the card room is so tiny, I'm kind of just, oh, we'll get to it. Well, we need to get to it because we've got to order materials. So I am just finalizing the carpet. the tile surround for the fireplace and the hearth. I'm gonna put my nose over there. The dark room is really all stained wood paneling, so it's already a little dark. There's 2 windows. Really, the only place we can add a little bit of texture or color or interest is on the fireplace and on the carpet. And so I want those 2 things to kind of play together. I'm gonna narrow it down. Okay, so this is walls. And then we need the floor. This is better than this too. It's hard on such a small spot. I can't see that. Yes. Okay, before I decide on that, let's figure out this. What was on the original? 3 by 3? Okay, before 3 originally, yes. So hearth and the tile. Like so. And then the carpet. I think it feels moodier like this, where this feels like it's trying to be happy. I just think that gives off a happy vibe, and I don't know if this is a happy vibe. This is like a moody. I agree with that. We've got tile, carpet. This one's gonna be done.
Hello, good evening, Jen's Mix Vlog.
I'm gonna guide it. I just need you to sort of reach in here and make sure all this stuff lines up. Okay. Hold on, Joe. Joe, put the screws in at the bottom. You got it right there. I thought I was gonna be able to do that by myself, but I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. I love you for a lot of reasons, but I love you maybe most for your ability to see me in a terrible place. Struggle like a walrus might after he was entangled into a sea-bearing net. When you see me, do you think like that's a sexy walrus, or do you think that's gross? No, it was not gross. You could have done that by yourself. Okay, so I stopped by the castle. I saw that there's 2 trailers full of marble countertops. The countertops in the mother's pantry and the kitchen being installed today, so it's going to be interesting to see how that marble is going to down into the window. I think it's going to see this thing. It's going to be beautiful. Good job, Chip. Way to be a problem solver. Does it fit? That's the question. Now you can see it's flush to the windows. That looks really pretty. Once the countertops are installed, we can actually start with the tile work or any of the wood paneling that
is a big step to get this castle finished.
I can't go back to London because I killed Freddie Darby's wife's cousin, who's Freddie Darby. And he is my old boss back in London. I haven't seen my son for over a year. I just get passage.
This is my son Julian, Willie, the mass, and storm shorts.
So it's just a good nice to meet you. Quick goodbye.
Saturday, November 29th.
Once upon a time, a young couple inherited their grandfather's castle in France.
We're in the stretch to bring the castle back to its original glory, but there's still a ton of work to be done. And even though it's all hands on deck, I really don't think we'll be ready for Joe's staging next week. I'm gonna call Joe and basically walk her through some secrets of the castle. Okay, let's start first things first. Ready?
Ma'am Raketera Bisda, good evening.
So we can attach this rod to that base because the that base is from Austria and try to get these folks on the phone. They use the same system. The battery is virtually impossible. I'm gonna fix it. Okay. Gadget number 2. Basically the entire first floor. There's so many more things to be done. See that? Yeah. You see this. That's a problem. See this? That's a problem. We're supposed to be staging in 7 days.
Anything to do with the Little League team? Are you a coach?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Chip said we were doing some Little League stuff today.
Well, Scott, why don't we show her what you do for a living? You mind? I'd love to.
Goodness, Chip.
What? Do you have any earthly idea who this gentleman might be? Who
Babe
are these
Ruth.
two?
For sure, Babe Ruth.
For sure, Babe Ruth. She got that.
We'll get it.
Oh my gosh.
This
Babe.
is
Scott,
unbelievable.
you crushed it.
People might be wondering what the significance maybe of Dave and Lou might be to Waco. Well,
Sis Lisa, naka-play all ka ngayon sa akin ha.
railroad track that runs all the way
Yung 55 beds mo.
Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig and of course the entire
55 videos mo.
hopped off that train, played on a local club called the Pirates back all those years ago. And so I had to
Now playing Raketerang Bisdak.
but I will say
Busbel playing.
standing where we're standing.
Mom Jen's Mix Vlog playing din sa 5 videos mo.
This is a legitimate, he surprised me. And I will say, this is our anniversary weekend. So it's our 19th year anniversary, and this is the best surprise that Chip has ever surprised me. And I'm not a baseball player.
My gosh. Now that we're on this roll of me surprising you, we ain't on a roll. And given our 19th anniversary, happy anniversary, I should know this. Not only do you have a statue,
Thank you.
but I would like to officially hand over the baton to you at the project lovingly referred to as the castle. We're done.
Are you serious?
Start staging.
You're such a
You
brat.
can execute effective immediately.
You just told
Happy
me you
anniversary.
needed a lot more time.
You fall for every lie in the book.
You're on a roll. Happy anniversary.
5 videos niya ang na-play ko ngayon, Ma'am Jean. Yung sister mo.
The budget we set for the castle was 11-month timeline, so I've got 2 weeks to get it completely decorated, and there's really no room for error.
You're welcome.
We've got to nail this, get it done, and
Mabuti naman bumalik na yung PLDT. May ibang lugar na wala pang PLDT kasi maraming sira yung linya nila. So, dito sa amin, ano lang, partially lang.
Okay, bro. I'm inside. If you need anything, just yell at me. Okay, let's go ahead and forward into the primer. Okay. Other way. This is crazy that the time is getting here. This is like the biggest wedding we've ever done. But staging. Upstairs is going to be the most personal floor for the
Ma'am Jen's Mix TV.
bathroom. So I'm glad that we're doing this first because this is
Naka-play ka ngayon sa akin. Yung 5 videos mo.
bringing the headboard one more time on the other one. Each room is going to have its own distinct look and style, and so today's like a fun day of getting to just try different options. But for the most part, it's about giving each room its personality that was intended, and then adding those.
Una mong video ay kumakain ka ng lugaw. Sarap ng lugaw.
The only thing that we're missing is a really pretty tree. Let's go to the boys' room.
3 out of 5.
I love this room. Okay, there's lots going on. So I like the bottom rug, so we can get this rug out of here. And
You're welcome, Ma'am Jean. Ma'am
this
Jans.
color.
Kamukha mo talaga si Ma'am Jean.
The first day of moving furniture in is always, to me, the most impactful day because once you start placing that rug and then the bed and then the nightstands, all of a sudden everything starts making sense. It's like all the design starts to become this full picture of what we envisioned. And so it feels like a full circle moment, even though it's not completely finished. It's like, it's right. And so far everything's really coming together and it feels eerily easy, which I'm a little bit excited
Ay, ate mo pala si Ma'am Jean. Magkamukha kayo, Ma'am Chance. Talagang mag-ano kayo, magkapatid. Ma'am, ay Sis Lisa, now playing. Play all ako sa iyo, Ma'am Lisa. Hindi ko lang makuhaan ng ng picture. Kasi andun sa kabila, sa kusina, naka-charge yung laptop ko mamaya.
We have completed, for the most part, the second floor. And we have almost completed the first floor, but I've been struggling with the conservatory for the last couple days. Thank you for putting these plants in here so I can really get a feel for it. I don't know, because I don't want it too jungly, and that's kind of what I'm feeling like over and over.
Oo nga, parang magkambal kayo. Parang kambal kayo, Ma'am. Pasensya ka na, Ilongga kasi ako. Hindi ako fluent sa Tagalog. Ilonggang tunay. Oo, magkamukha kayo. Kami ng sister ko hindi. Ay, excuse me, naantok na ako. Hindi kami magkamukha ng sister ko. Ako hawig ako sa kay tatay ko, tapos yung sister ko hawig naman ni nanay. Mag 3 weeks na ngayon lang ako naka-live ulit. Kasi na wala kaming kuryente at saka kanina lang na-restore yung PLDT. Ang struggle namin sa after ng bagyo, grabe. Mahirap pala kapag nasanay ka na ba sa meron kang kuryente, nasanay ka din na meron ding internet, tapos biglang na-shutdown. Parang luka-luka kami na kung saan-saan kami humahanap ng signal. Pumunta pa kami ng ibang barangay para lang magka-signal, para lang makapagmensahe ba. Sumakay pa kami ng habal-habal papunta doon sa merong Starlink internet.
Used to be the scariest space in the castle. Feels completely different. It's full of life, full of color, and I think it all came together. This is the winner. Everything's about 98% there. And so once we can get everyone out, get this place clean, it's just a few little tweaks here and there, but I would say overall,
Mahirap talaga. Bumili kami ng solar. Isang solar na dito lang sa sa kusina namin nilagay. Pero iba talaga yung merong kuryente kasi mas bright yung ilaw niya compared mo sa mga solar. Dito sa aming area, hindi naman kami totally affected. Yung doon sa gilid ng sapa o sa gilid ng sa tabing ilog. Yon, grabe ang damage. Mga agrikultura sa mga bridges namin, 2 bridges namin nasira. Tapos yung maraming bahay ang dala ng bagyo nung baha. Grabe. Grabe ang current ng tubig nanggaling doon sa Canlaon volcano. Kasi mayroon doon na inopen talaga para mayroong additional na para may singawan ba yung Canlaon. So, lumabas yung tubig. Grabe ang current ng tubig. Tapos, merong mga truso doon na illegal logging doon sa Canlaon Volcano, sa gilid, sa ilalim pala. Tapos, doon, dala-dala sa agos. Tapos, merong mga bato. Malalaking bato. Malaki pa sa mga bus, yung mga bato. Doon, ang the most affected na city, yung Canlaon. Kasi matagal-tagal na rehabilitation yung Canlaon City kasi yon sinabi ko na maraming mga bato na nahulog galing sa paanan ng Canlaon. Grabe talaga. So, ilang years na, first time lang nangyari na nahulog yung mga lalaking mga bato. Saka maraming mga malalaking truso. So yun, sa amin dito mga more than 50s yung nawala, missing until now. Missing, pero nakita lang mga almost 18 na katao. So, hanggang ngayon, searching and retrieval operation pa rin. So, iba malabo na kasi siguro sa ibang mga lugar na napadpad yung katawan, tapos mag 3 weeks na, siguro na yun ang mga lawas ng mga katawan nila ba, magkakahiwalay-hiwalay na.
And when I think about the decisions that we made, I really believe it was everything that Mr. Bill wrote in that poems. And that was really our guiding light.
Ay, sige, Ma'am Jans. Ma'am Jen tuloy. Ma'am Jan, sige po. Unahin mo muna yung mga anak mo. Ako naman nanonood dito sa HGTV.
We left the original marble mantle, and then a couple of the windows needed to be restored. All that got painted one beautiful color, and then light fixtures really bring it all together. We had to pull up all the floors and install new hardwoods, the hardwoods that match the existing pattern and trim that they have that's detailed around the room.
Oo, kawawa talaga Ma'am Jean, yung taga Canlaon City. Kasi until now, pa rin sila mahirap kasi ang mga malaklaking bato. Mahirap talaga alisin. So, yung mga buses doon, 10 buses, natabunan talaga. So, unti-unti, inaalis nila yung importante yung sa kalsada para makapasok yung mga buses. Kasi pwede ka makapag-shortcut doon sa Canlaon City papuntang San Carlos City, papunta sa Ruro, papuntang Cebu. Doon ka sa Toledo City. papunta sa Cebu. So doon sa San Carlos. So mahirap talaga kapag ang ang kalsada ay hindi talaga maagyanan ba. Kahit ang mga relief goods hindi makapasok. So yun inuna nila. So ang aming dito tulay, so temporarily lang na agyanan ng mga buses, yung maliliit lang. Tapos tricycle, mga private cars. Pero temporary lang kasi yun sa ilalim parang hindi na ba stable yung pundasyon. Kasi napasok na ng tubig doon. Napasok na. So, kailangan talaga total alisin na yung tulay at palitan na ng bago. Kaya lang wala pang budget. Kailangan talaga magbigay na ang government ng malalaking budget para dyan sa tulay namin. So, ang gagawa naman yan is ang DPWH. So, 2026, wala na talaga silang budget Wala na talaga, hindi sila bibigyan ni President Bongbong ng project. So, lahat ng project nila postponed. May mga priority projects lang siguro na ibigay at bigyan ng fund. Pero hindi lahat. Sa balita ngayon, so unti-unti na mayroon ng 17 na na-filean ng kaso. Yung mga contractors. Tsaka si former Bicol Party List Representative Saldico. Tsaka si Congressman Romualdez. So, mabuti naman. At least, nga, Ma'am Jean Kahit nga dito sa amin until now, magte 3 weeks na, wala pa kami natanggap na galing sa, sa DSWD na partially and totally damaged na 5,000 at saka 10,000 sa totally damaged. Tapos, may naibigay naman na bigas, NFA pa, 5 kilo. Wala namang dagdag. Kahit na grocery, wala man lang. Kahit na dilata, wala naman. Paano yung mga tao? Umulan. Ang kawawa talaga yung mga tao doon sa bukid. Kasi almost ng mga produkto nila doon nasira ng bagyo, nasira yung tulay. So hindi sila kaagad makapunta dito sa sa bayan kasi wala silang masakyan, wala silang madaanan kasi nasira ng taytay at saka overflow. Yes. Kawawa yung kaya nga ako nag-post kasi parang nakaka-insulto ba na wala na nga silang naibigay na iba, yun lang, bigas, tapos NFA pa, mabaho. Tapos hindi ko siya sinain kasi parang kapag mayroon kang sakit, na-trigger yan talaga So, deserve naman siguro kami makatanggap ng ng magandang primerang bigas. Kasi ilang tons yung natanggap Kahit na si Senador Robin Padilla pumunta dito sa amin. Yung pinaka-first yan na municipality na pinuntahan dito sa Negros Occidental is ang Moises Padilla. So, pumunta din dito si VP Sara. Pumunta din dito si President Bongbong Marcos. So, hindi kasi, hindi kami, na walang bigay. Mayroon talaga. So, naghirap na nga. Pinahirapan pa. So, until now, nag-aantay kami ng mayroong ayuda na para sa mahirap pa, yung 5,000 sa 10,000. Until now, wala. May naibigay naman na 10 million, pero hindi diretso na ibigay sa mga affected na mga pumuluyo dito sa aming bayan. Yan talaga, totoong real story talaga yan, Ma'am Jean. Real story talaga yan. So, pinuputak sila ng ngayon, ng issue. Kaya, hindi ako, kaya guilty sila ng umaga, early in the morning nung Monday. Ano ba yun? Martes. Kinuha nila yung bigas dito sa amin. Pero pag-post ko, wala naman akong nailagay doon ng mga pangalan eh. So, sila talaga, guilty talaga sila. Kinuha nila dito. Kasi ayoko mag-saing ng ganyan na Kasi deserve naman kami na makakuha kami at makatanggap ng primerang klaseng bigas kasi ilang tons ang natanggap. Kahit nga mga food box na galing sa DSWD, hindi kami hindi nakarating dito sa amin. Yun talaga, mahirap. Ang kawawa doon ng mga tao sa bukid na nawalan na sila ng pangkabuhayan. Hindi pa makatawid dito sa bayan. Kawawa doon. Tapos walang mga bahay, naanod sa baha. Tapos ang mga palayan dito sa gilid ng sapa ng river, hindi na makinabangan kasi natabunan na ng malalaking mga bato. Mabuti lang sana kung mga balas-balas lang ba, pwede pa malinisan, pero yung mga bato, ang laki-laki ng mga bato, kailangan mo talaga ibakpo. Yung mga evacuees kasi 300 almost 300 o 362 yata. So doon na siguro ibinigay yung mga food box kasi mayroong mga corned beef na siguro siyempre yung mga evacuees sumuna ba na lagi na lang corned beef. So, binigay nila sa station. So, dinala naman ng aking asawa dito para ipakain sa aming hayop, sa aming aso. Kasi lagi-lagi na lang kasi corned beef, mga canned foods. So, doon sa covered gym, doon ang 362 na mga evacuees. Ay nako. Ang mga ibang municipalities na bigay na din. Meron din silang ibinigay na mga dry goods. takot kasi sila, Ma'am Jean, magsumbong. Takot sila. So, walang mangyayari kapag walang magsusumbong ba. Mabuti sana, Ma'am Jean, kung ang naibigay na 5 kilos, white rice at saka hindi mabaho. Mabaho talaga. NFA talaga yun. 5 kilos. Tapos wala namang may dagdag na mga dilata. Kahit na mga tuyo-tuyo lang dyan, wala. Mabuti naman mayroon ding mga individuals, NGOs na sila na mismo ang nagbigay. Hindi dinaan sa banwa, sa bayan. Sila na mismo, nagbarangay-barangay sila. So, yun. Mayroong mga basic kasi yung mga corned beef, sardines, noodles, yun. Okay lang yun, mga beef loaf, okay lang yun. At saka bigas, mayroon ding mineral water. Yes, Ma'am Lynn, NFA yon. Pero yung na-post ko kanina, hindi yon NFA. Pure, bagong galing ba. Yung kanina, hindi yon mabaho. 216 yon. Kasi ang lagi naming binibili dito na klase ng bigas is 216. Maganda, masarap yan. Kahit natuyo lang yung ulam mo. Noong Tuesday, nag-post ako doon. Mabaho talaga. Yes, so maraming mga individuals like mga vloggers nagtulong din sila. Yon, nagbayanihan sila, tapos na pinuntahan nila yung pinakamalayo ba na lugar, yung far-flung barangays dito, nasa paanan ng bukid, doon sila. Yan lang kasi maganda kasi maraming itulong. Pero hindi ko talaga matanggap yung NFA na bigas. Hindi ko talaga matanggap. Okay na, kakain ako ng pansit o kaya bihon. Huwag mo na ako pakainin ng NFA. Ay naku, masakit sa Tapos mayroon ka pang sakit, bawal yun. Yan ang pinakamahirap. Dito. So, sige lang. Diyos na lang bahala sa kanila. Oh, ma-update yan sa Saka tapos mayroon ka pang sakit sa puso, matrigger talaga yan. Kaya nga, Ma'am Chin, gusto-gusto ko talaga magiging humanitarian din ba? Na mayroon din akong sana na maging ano din, someday na makipagbahagi din ng aking income sa mga ibang tao. Kaya lang, hindi pa talaga sapat eh. Oo. Pero ano, mayroon akong prospect na nung doon pa kami sa sitio nakatira kasama yung aking lola at lolo at mga aunties. Friend ko doon sa amin. Sa gilid sila ng sapa. Naano talaga yung bahay nila. Wala silang nasalba na kahit yung damit lang na sinusuot nila, yun lang. Ang importante, sila, buhay sila. Yun ang sinabihan ko nung isang araw na hintayin nyo lang mayroon akong ibibigay sa inyo. Yung mga utensils ba. Kasi wala silang magagamit na mga utensils, kaldero, kalaha, yun, mga pinggan, kutsara, baso, yun. Sabi ko sa kapatid ko, bibili ako, tapos ibigay ko sa kanila, tapos lagyan ko din ng bigas, yung kaldero. Oo, yun lang ang maitulong ko. Sabi niya, wag ka nang magpunta doon. Dito na lang sila magpunta sa bahay kasi para hindi na maano ba ng iba. Kasi kung limited lang naman yung budget mo, baka magsabi ng iba, oh ako, hindi mo naman ako binigyan. Yan. So, kung nandyan na next week, papuntahin ko na lang dito. Di na lang ako pupunta doon sa kanila. Baka makita ng iba, baka sabihin nila na bakit hindi mo kami binigyan, neighbor mo naman kami noon. Pinili mo lang. Oo, Ma'am Jean. Ano kasi, sabi ko, kapag mag-travel, kasi malayo pang i-travel ko papuntang opisina, baka ano pa yung tiyan ko at saka saan ako magtatali sa gitna ng sugarcane plantation. Bababa ako sa bus. Hirap talaga. So kaya salamat naman may nagbigay ng bigas. Pero syempre naman, no, nagpasalamat din kami sa mga nabigay. Pero kaya naman namin umili ng pero basta kung mayroong ibigay sa'yo, tatanggapin na lang. Ang kawawa kasi doon sa bukid. Hindi agad sila nabigyan ng hindi agad sila tanggap ng galing sa government kasi ang layo nila. Wala na silang tulay. Ang dalawang tulay at saka overflow sira na. Marami akong doon sa post ko, marami akong buzzers. Pero okay lang yun sa akin kasi hindi naman ako nag-mind ng mga negative na comments. Ang importante lang naman nakarating sa concern. Saka yun, nakarating naman sa kanila. So, ko na lang, only me ko na lang. Hindi naman ako yung sa Tagalog na hindi ako naghinolsol ba na nag-post ako.
It was done with very soft. There are
Kasi hindi lang naman para sa akin yun yung post ko eh. Para naman sa lahat na lesson na sana mayroon silang ibigay yung maganda-ganda din na klase ba. Kasi alam naman namin na mayroong mga magagandang klase na bigas na naibigay.
What are we looking at in terms of cost for doing this flooring?
Mabuti sana kung puro NFA ang naibigay. Pero ilang tons na white rice yung na donate.
Alright, well, as long as
Ay nako. Try to experience na lang.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. We're known as our arborist. He told us we're very, very lucky because the part that wasn't rotten was what allowed the tree to turn and fall and miss the electricity house. He's just gonna check the other trees now to see if there's anything that sounds really hollow and make sure that we're not in danger with any of the other ones. We're gonna check all of the trees and it looks like this is the only one that has obvious rot.
At hindi lang naman ako, Ma'am Jean, ang nagreklamo eh. Marami din. Kaya lang takot lang din sila magsalita ba.
This one as well will cost an extra $1,000. We have a lot of money for maintenance issues we can't fix ourselves. So we should really take it down before it becomes a bigger problem.
If it comes down to keeping a 200-year-old tree or a 300-year-old building, kind of a simple answer.
Yeah.
Kaya nga, Ma'am Jean, parang hindi na sinusunod yung kung anong ano ba yung layi natin na kailangan isundin natin. Wala na eh. Parang wala ng respeto. Pero sa oras ng kampanya, lahat gusto nila ibigay nila lahat sa iyo. Lahat ng promises ibigay sa iyo. Malayo pa ang smile nila, ang smile nila talaga parang ano na, mapasukan na mapasukan na ng langaw yung bunganga nila. Pero nang after ng tapos na nakuha na nila yung gusto nila, papunta ka pa lang, nagtalikod na, masungit na. Wala na talaga. May Alzheimer na kapag nakaupo na. May Alzheimer na sila. Ay nako.
That's great. We'll be able to sell it. You want to keep the motorcycle now?
I mean, it works. It makes more sense to sell it. It's just a little sad.
Why don't you ride it around a little bit, have some fun, and then sell it and get you a bike down the line?
You are a witness to that.
I thought we were going to follow you on it for a minute.
No, that's for the video man.
Today we're going to make our workshop bigger, starting with demolishing lead steel. Good luck. Before we demolish that wall,
Ang mga ano kasi, ang mga supporters kasi, ano parang mayroon bang makaalyado mo at sa hindi, dapat patas yung pagtrato. Pero na-experience ko, hindi talaga patas. Kasi mayroong mga nakatanggap na white rice. So yun ang parang nangingit-ngit ako sa galit. Nangingit-ngit ako sa galit, Ma'am Jean. Sana di ko alam na mayroon talagang nakatanggap ng white rice. At saka dinaan sa coordinator, hindi man lang dinaan sa barangay. Ay nako. Yeah, malapit sa kanila. Kasi ano kami yung napilian namin na sana may luklok sa hindi siya nanalo. Kaya siguro noted nila na hindi ako in short kaalyado. Hindi ako kaalyado kaya deserve ko makatanggap ng ganun kapangit. yung sa sister ko, sinaing niya at saka binigay sa aso. So, na lang, abangan sa susunod after 3 years. Abangan na lang sa susunod na kabanata, Ma'am Jean. Bahala na sila dyan. Ang sa amin naman sana makatanggap yung nandun sa mga kabukiran ba, sa mga gilid ng mga sapa at sa river, sa ilog na most affected talaga. Kasi kami, partially lang naman kami. Yung aking roof dito sa aking tiangge, yon ang nilipad ng hangin. So yun, dito sa bahay wala namang damage. Yeah. May pinili lang. Kasi alam nila Alam nila kung sino yung binuto mo. Alam nila. Sige lang. Marami pang pagkakataon. Kita-kita na lang kami. Ang desisyon sa dulo ng ballpen. Yeah, yan ang gusto ko mangyari sana, Ma'am Jean, na pantay ba? Pantay ang pagtrato.
This is what it's about. Location, location, location.
Iba yung strategiya nila eh. Kapag ayaw nila, kapag hindi ka nila kaalyado. Sorry, my love ka. Kahit na may business ka doon na kailangan mo kumuha ng permit. Ano na eh, March pa yon. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 9 months na. Until now, hindi pa naka-open. Kasi hindi nila kakampi. So, yun.
Daphne and I have a cat named Caillou, which means pebble in French.
I just always get nervous because now that
Yun ang pinaka
scared that it's stressing me out.
sad para sa mga negosyante.
Caillou.
This is inside one of the old
At ikaw naman sana, gusto mo din magka-income. And at the same time, makatulong ka din sa mga kababayan mo na makahanap ng trabaho. Kaya lang iba eh. Iba talaga.
Definitely here. Must be downstairs.
Caillou.
Somehow these are all too small. They're the biggest key we have.
When we were clearing out my grandfather's bedroom in the Hunter's Lodge, we found a big chateau key. But despite searching, no,
It's not even close.
we couldn't find a lockpick there.
So this is a mystery key. It works. Tell you. Hey, little buddy. Ah, you must have come through that window, huh? Yeah, I found Caillou. Also, that old grandfather key opens this door.
What? Of all the doors in the domain, it opens that door?
Have you seen all this brick?
What bricks?
There's terracotta brick down here. You should come see this.
Oh, that looks so nice.
This is like a traditional French flora.
Oh my gosh, this could have come with the top floor of the chateau. My grandpa had to redo that floor, and he put all new flooring in. So these could be hundreds of years old.
I mean, if this is original flooring from the chateau, then we might as well recycle it somewhere. What we use in the studio.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah. When we were clearing out the space for the artist studio, we found this bag full of food, and we have no idea where it came from. Actually, I had to find a specialist in Paris who works with videos and projections. So he's hopefully going to be able to tell me what's on there. Didn't tell Daphne here this morning because I think it might make for a good surprise. Bonjour. Bonjour. Enchanté. Comment ça va? Ça va. Est-ce que vous parlez anglais? No. No? Okay. If I speak I found film Super 8, pretty old. Is it possible to view it? To see it? Je voudrais vous... Ah oui, ok. Oui. Parfait. Merci. Et voilà. Et voilà. Wow. Okay. Oh wow. That looks like the south of France. That's Daphne's grandpa. This is awesome. There's very... Yeah, I think Daphne's gonna love this. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Au revoir. I'm gonna leave the footage with him so he can convert them into video files. I'm looking forward to seeing how Daphne reacts to this because this is her grandparents from the 1960s, and she never got to see them like this stage in her life.
this is our main ballroom. And I noticed that this piece of stone right here was broken. So, I'm just gonna put a little bit of thin set, put it back into place. There's a basic amount of maintenance that has to be done pretty much all the time. We have a lot of wood, we have a lot of stone, natural things that move. Every temperature change, the chateau will swell and retract. At first it was really scary for me because every crack I was terrified meant that the whole thing was falling down, but most cracks are usually okay. Sometimes Ian and I dream about how simple life could be. Like if we just had one little house to take care of, but this is a roller coaster. It's exciting every day. You wake up in front of a chateau and it's all worth it.
Over the last couple of days, Tony's been removing the section of the wall that we're going to turn into a doorway. Now we're ready to get the beams, but we've got to drive about 130 miles to get the ones that we want. We want something that's basically like a tree. We're going to get 18 of those, yeah. 12 inches big. Bonjour. Tony, Mila, outposts. 2.6 meters long. Yeah. By 250 by 250. Okay, that's the size that we're getting. How many of those we need? We need 5. Yeah. All the process is done around there. That looks like a fun toy. That crane is used to cut the roads in the different lanes. That's awesome. We can't drive that, can we? Sorry? And then it goes off to the saw. This place is like an evil Willy Wonka factory. Want to get in? Yeah. Bonjour. The road goes through the saw. It just makes 2 power sides, and then we do 2 right onions, and then at the end you get a thin bean. Impressive there, kid. That's awesome. Quite a lot. Huh? Let's go see the final result. Oh wow. I think these look great. The blue banana, this looks awesome. Okay, so we got 2 gems and a that's your thoughts. It's just good.
Some help with these little twigs?
Yeah, I bought big twigs are.
Tony bought some oak beams that he's put together to form an arch that will help support the mezzanine floor. But it weighs about 1,500 pounds.
I didn't think I'd be getting involved in this process, but gonna bring some guns to the show. Ooh. Okay.
Just a type of water, man.
Yeah.
If we get it up higher, it'll be easier to put.
I can't get it in this.
Take it? No, no.
I'll go get some. Okay. I do have a couple guys helping with the gardens today. Do you want me to call them in to see if they can help us?
It'll make more sense with another pair of hands.
On va le sauver, ok? Et c'est très très long. Alors, 1, 2, 3.
Trick. Alright. So now we need to get it up low. Which is really dangerous, we're really careful. Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Ready? Push. Keep going.
Cool. It's gonna fall back. Oh my god.
Once upon a time, a young couple inherited their grandfather's castle in France.
Ta-da! Renovating the chateau is keeping my grandfather's legacy alive, but it is falling apart.
The bottom floor is the beauty, and the attic is up to you with a secret passage plan. The 3 floors above are the beast.
Oh my gosh.
Will their fairy tale have a happy ending? Castle Impossible. Wednesday.
feel like everything after this point is going to be a piece of cake. We saw it out for it was perfect. Okay, so that's 4. Now,
No, what are you doing?
what?
There.
Then we had to mix it all before.
No, we mixed it in there without any water. In the artist studio, we're going to render some of the walls to create a durable, low-maintenance surface. Because these buildings are built with natural materials like stone and wood, we want to continue using natural materials on them so that everything can breathe as the humidity changes. And this line rendering is the perfect substance for that.
3 of the deep red.
We're also experimenting with different color pigments to see which one we like best.
Wow, that's red.
Oh, that's my face. And in your hair. Okay, hold on.
And then I've got some of her mouth.
I had a chemistry class, and there was so many chemistry between us.
I got her number 1 day. Dated for a little bit, but she was a little older than me, and she was going off to college.
I basically said, maybe when we grow up, we can do it again.
So, a few years went by, I grew here, and I got a number, and I was like, I'm gonna take 2.
And it worked.
Yeah.
Now that we've learned that a spoonful goes a long way, we're gonna go ahead and play it cool. 1.
Wouldn't that be easier just to use paint?
Not really. Paint requires a lot of maintenance. Every few years you have to repaint it. This stuff has like little to no maintenance. They even use this stuff on like the pyramids in Egypt.
It's good enough for pyramids. This is good enough for me. Oh, this is definitely orange.
This orange kind of reminds me of a Halloween orange.
Okay.
And that's like really what they want is something between the two.
What does that color remind you of?
Kind of reminds me of Sedona.
When we started dating again, I was living in Arizona, and I took her to a few places around Sedona, and the soil there is beautiful. It's like this red-orange soil that you just don't see anywhere else. I remember taking on a hike in Sedona, and it was freezing.
I remember too.
And then you got sick, and I had to carry you through the snow.
And there was a snowstorm, and I got stuck there for a week. That was a good week.
If that color is our own combination, we might as well call it Sedona red.
I like that. Staircase day!
Think about it, Daphne. Today might be the last day you can climb up here on a ladder.
Oh! We received the staircase, so now we have to put it up, and I won't have to walk up a ladder anymore to get to the artist studio.
But the space we have is just too short for a straight staircase, so we have to make a quarter turn at the bottom, while Tony installs the walkway at the top. The quarter turn is basically the first 3 steps of the staircase.
Assemblées, les dukes, lemons, A, et B.
Can you try again?
Assemblée et du limon A et B.
This is B. And we have A. Are there 2 holes on that side?
Not one hole at all. Did they mislabel one?
They're literally telling you to put A into B, and they're on the opposite side for the diagram.
I don't like that at all.
Tony, you want to switch shops?
Very well. That's lined up.
Can you not hammer it in while the screw is still
It
in?
is just sitting there.
We're gonna be okay.
I want to smash this staircase.
There's no smash the stairs.
I want to breathe.
Stairs. Wait, no, why are you taking those out? They literally say use F to help you put A and B together. Then C, D, E, F, H, G. Now sing it with me. Tony has almost built an entire walkway, and you're still trying to put one
dug in it.
Alright guys, shall we rotate it over? Okay. You got this again?
I do. Oh, the staircase is slipping. You guys have to drop it. I'm losing it. Help.
Whoa.
Switch to me.
Push.
Which way? You got it, right? Come on, Sensei. Here you go. I'll try.
Okay.
I think you started slipping, but all the wind is like at this angle, so it just started twisting on there. Hey, no, listen.
Well, it looks good.
Once the bouncers rise, it's gonna look pretty cool.
Yes. Oh, the staircase looks so good.
Ah, the ballaster makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Just the tiling left to do.
First one's going in. Awesome. First one done. About 3 million to go.
We saved so much money by finding this.
That cat's gonna get a real good Christmas present this year. Really love these tiles, but they really don't fit beautiful. That's pretty good. Back in the day, they didn't have machines. Everything was handmade.
Luckily, we do want it to look old and authentic.
You basically get a lot of imperfections, but that really just adds to the charm, right?
It
It's like me.
does.
I'm so imperfect that it's charming.
We're safe.
Tony's going to be going home for a few days. He lives in London, which is about 4 hours away. He's going to spend some time with his wife. And we're really close to finishing our studio. But that I thought it'd be fun just to get everything finished before he gets back.
Yeah. It's nice work.
So we said that this way or not put the bottom.
Coming in, I love that we were able to paint my grandpa's old cabin tree. You know he got this from his uncle?
Yeah, I love these things. And now they look brand new.
These are looking nice. They were throwing art supplies in here.
Yeah, I mean, none of this would have been possible without Tony.
No, he's been so helpful.
Actually, I was thinking, I saw this pretty beat up workbench. I can get them cleaned up, and I thought they could be like Tony's dedicated workbench.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go get it.
Okay. This is actually an old workbench.
Oh, no way. That's super cool. One, two, three.
I'm really glad we found a way to use these table legs. We took the legs off of the old table that was used for the bar top in the Hunter's Lodge. I've been trying to find the perfect place for them, and Tony's bench was the ideal way to repurpose them. What I'm doing is trying to make this bench officially Tony's. Something he would do is chisel the first three of his last name on any projects that he's proud of. And it's kind of like a tradition for carpenters. So I figured what better way to put his stamp on it than RIG. All I have to do is not mess it up. Without Tony, it would have been impossible to get this renovation done, especially given the hurdles that we've come across, and having a workbench dedicated to him just felt like the least we could do.
I feel like I'm actually moving in.
All right, Picasso.
Does the pulley work?
Before, I would toss this to you.
Now I'm dancing. I love it.
It worked.
Oh, I got my partner's wheel, and it's perfect.
Let's talk to Tony. He's gonna be here in just a few.
Okay.
Go.
I think I am. Should I go get changed?
Yeah, I gotta get cleaned up.
Okay.
What are you doing at night?
I can't go back to London because I killed Freddie Darby's wife's cousin, close friend Darby. And he's my old boss back in London. I haven't seen my son for over a year. Maybe I could just get cancer. Everything in there.
This is my son Julian. Will kick my ass and storm shorts.
Who needs to be cocaine London? So it's just like the ice cream the next day with him. Quick,
London Calling premieres Saturday, November 29th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
This year, 2 groups of veterans and 2 teams of rookies compete to eliminate 4 identical actors with their own signature style.
In the ultimate neighborhood knockout, we're gonna keep things fresh.
Get down and dirty.
And bury the competition.
Rock the Rock premieres 24th November on HGTV. Once upon a time, a young couple inherited their grandfather's castle in France.
Renovating the chateau is keeping my grandfather's legacy alive, but it is falling apart.
The bottom floor is the beauty. May I present to you the secret master plan? The third floor is the bottom are the beast.
Oh my gosh. Will that fairy tale have a happy ending? Castle Impossible. Wednesdays on HGTV.
Please jump those people.
We can't have a friendship in this game.
I was once to give up.
Reality Rise of the Jungle. Thursdays on Discovery Asia. She's the Aussie chef with an Asian heart.
You like my favorite.
Always.
And after 10 years in Bangkok, she's back down under to explore her cross-cultural heritage with her friends and family. Join Marion Gatsby as she shares her most treasured recipes
Amazing.
and cooking tips.
Yeah.
Marion Gatsby's Flavors of Heart and Home. Thursdays on the Asian Food Network.
Hey, how you doing? All right? Clean up, look. Everything comes nice? We've been busy.
Finish it.
I got it up.
It's done.
Only another couple of days.
Are you ready?
Let's go. So, oh, wow.
We can do all of our woodwork here now. Build whatever we need for the chateau. And we have all our tools in one place, so we won't be spending half the day hunting for them anymore.
The transfer license is incredible.
I remember the first time Ian brought me in here, it was all dark and gloomy, and just full of stuff.
It was a bit different now. None of this would have been possible without you. Well, it was a massive job. We never ever thought we'd live like this.
Remember having to go up and down the ladders like 10,000 times a day?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, the staircase definitely changed our lives.
Got to admit, when we first mixed these colours up, I wasn't sure about the colour of the wall, but it was really nice.
We really like the way it turned out too. I never even considered that this could be a space that could become something useful. Ian had the vision though. And then as we started talking about bringing down the walls, opening the space up, I was like totally on board. Now when you walk into that space, it's light, it's bright. This artist studio is stunning.
Remember the guy you met in there? That was fun, Roddy.
Oh my god.
If you look closely, you'll see my stress. It's left marks.
Yeah, that was blood, sweat, and tears.
Your solution of just making a beautiful frame is perfect.
It adds so much more flair to this space.
I did make sure to put the combination machine in the center of the room, so for long,
Pass that through.
pass that through. We got really lucky with these antique terracotta tiles because that was the cat who found them.
Well, that saved us thousands.
Then we also have this side of the wall.
This looks incredible as well, doesn't it?
Do you recognize this table?
I do. That was a hanger. But a really like that when I see it, and they're right. That's a beautiful old bench.
Daphne and I were thinking that none of this would have been possible without you, and it just felt right that we would make it right.
That is such a nice touch, don't you both, Charlotte? I've got the hand tiger. I was impressed with the way you carved the navy into the woodwork. It's nice and old. Even when I'm gone, my master will be left on this project.
Are you ready to see the upstairs?
Can't wait to see it. I was shocked you got downstairs done to get this done as well in the time I've been away. Wow. It looks superb up there.
Do you remember how dark it was when we first came up here?
I remember exactly what it was like up there. It was horrible. And dangerous. All the holes in the floor.
I think the toughest part about this one was deciding whether or not to put the wall in and cut off half the space, but the truth is, half the amount of flooring, half the price, and it's still a really big space.
Looks like a lost apartment. I'm really impressed with what we've done.
And the best part is that thanks to the cat, we finished $500 under budget.
So what I don't know yet is, did you manage to get your pot as well?
We did.
We did.
We did.
Excellent.
What would you like? A vase, a cup, a bowl?
That is excellent.
Yeah, I'll begin to stool. I mean, once you start working, we can reenact Ghost, and I'll be Patrick Swayze, and I'll just put the record on, and
Go on with the ways.
yeah, we'll get you after we're gone, don't worry, don't worry. There's actually one more little surprise I want to show you.
Me?
Yeah, here, come take a seat. Chérie, asseyez-vous.
I thought the only surprise we had was for Tony.
Well, we found a little paper bag, and it looked like it had old film.
Yeah.
Well, it did.
Uh-huh.
Well. Do you look familiar?
Yeah.
Tell your granddad. Oh, wow.
That's so sweet. That's my mom.
And that's Granny.
My grandma would make so much fun of my grandma because whenever he was doing something or he was like super concentrated, he would have his tongue out of his mouth like
That face.
that face.
Unmistakably Grandpa.
It's really fun to see him so energized and full of life. It's like this is when he was like in family mode. He was on vacation. Like I never got to experience that side of my grandpa. Oh, that's so sweet. My grandfather did have love for this space, and it just makes even me feel so proud about what we've accomplished here. Okay, so what's the first thing we want to make? We have been dreaming of this space for so long. Now we can get things done so much more efficiently.
Mag-end na po ako. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Bye-bye everyone.